right?
benefit.
Yeah, we're looking at some drier conditions today. A little bit hot out there. I'm sure the kids have been feeling it. But we're heading to more rain. I want to show you right now some areas across the state that are still dealing with that smoky haze. At this moment, there is no alert for areas at Navajo Lake or in the Four Corners, but you can certainly see that upper level haze as a result of those western fires. In fact, that alert expired this morning, but you know, there's still going to be a little bit of an obscuring veil of that smoke, if you will, over that portion of the state. Right now, though, we're looking at some billowing clouds over the Sangre Cristo Mountains. It's 84 degrees at our camera out there at Buffalo Thunder and 94 here in Albuquerque. So it's feeling toasty, and it's going to continue to feel that way at least until after sunset, and then we're going to start getting partly cloudy. But what you can see across the state is mostly dry conditions across pretty much the majority of New Mexico, with a few exceptions, a few isolated showers to the north of the Sacramentos and out there toward areas like Catron County. But I'm expecting that activity to really fizzle away. I'm expecting those temperatures to eventually give you some relief. We're still at 99 degrees right now in Roswell and Carlsbad, 97 in areas like Santa Rosa, 94 here in Albuquerque. But for the rest of the night, it's going to be dry. I'm expecting mostly clear skies, except for that smoke, which is going to be out there in southwestern parts of Colorado. And you can see that the low temperatures continue to stay in the 50s across the north, 50 to 60 degrees and some 60s to 70s for your overnight lows down south. Another hot day across the southeast, but there's going to be an increase in moisture. That means the southern and the southwestern portion of the state will be under those flood watches nearly every day as we get into the weekend. Once that moisture really sets up on Saturday, we're going to be getting into that classic monsoon pattern where we get those storms in the mountains. They start by afternoon, and then they usually fizzle out after sunset. So that pattern is going to take us all the way into the beginning of next week through at least Tuesday. And then we're going to be exploring at least some chance of relief from the flooding concerns in Ruidoso. But they start once again for that area of the state tomorrow. 100 degrees, still hot in Carlsbad. Look at the southwest, looking a little bit more active in Lordsburg and Silver City. That's because the rain chances and the position of that monsoonal moisture is primed over southwestern New Mexico. Not so much over the southeast, but your rain chances will start to rise to about 30 to 40% in Roswell. As we start looking across the northeast for tomorrow, it's going to be a mixed bag between 80s and 90s, about 95 degrees in Tucumcari. But as we start looking toward the northwest, this is going to be closer to the plume of that monsoon moisture. This is one of those setups where it's kind of western New Mexico that starts picking up the better chances, but still about a 30% chance for Farmington tomorrow. For Las Vegas, you do pick up those big rain chances as we get into the weekend, 50 to 60% with the potential of burn scar flooding. And of course, we'll let you know about that before it happens. 70s for Angel Fire and Red River, 93 in Espanola. And for our capital city, Santa Fe, up to a 50% chance of rain showers for the next several days. And it looks like monsoon is going to be a little bit more generous with that area than spots to the south. And I'm talking about like the Albuquerque Metro. East Mountains, yeah, you're going to hold on to that slight chance of isolated rain by the afternoon and probably more into the evening hours. If we do get some storms, that's going to be dependent on those outflow boundaries from thunderstorms around the metro region, and that might help us boost those chances of storm showers. But, you know, for the next few days, it's going to be so-so. We're looking at a 30 to 40% chance each day for Rio Rancho and for Albuquerque. Hey, at least the temperatures will be heading toward the lower 90s instead of the higher 90s.